Actually, yoga comes from an old term, yolk, like the yolk of an egg. So basically, your yin and your yang, merging power and softness, merging the mind, the body, and the spirit. And when you find that balance, then you achieve your yoga practice, where you become completely whole. So the practice of yoga, the uniqueness about yoga is it's not about the poses. So you are presented with yoga poses, but you learn to be mindful of how you feel in those poses. So it could be a hard pose, and you may start to feel doubtful. But in your yoga practice, the goal is to let go of that doubt and create confidence, no matter what kind of pose you're in. And also, perhaps you are more power-driven, or you're an athlete, or you just like to work out and you're more body-focused. Maybe just laying in a forward fold, reaching for your toes, is the yoga pose that you need to achieve, because you start to quiet your mind. So that's how you achieve the balance. It doesn't matter if you're an athlete and you're physically fit, or you're a thinker and you want to connect your mind with your body. I would say, because I'm also a yoga therapist, yoga is one of the best ways, in my opinion, to release tension, anxiety, and also start to work on your own inner self. It could also help with depression. Just taking that moment, and it only takes 5 minutes to take that moment, tune out the rest of the world, reflect in you, and your serotonin levels can naturally increase slowly. A lot of people think that you have to go for a run, or you have to lift heavy weights or do an aerobic class in order to get that serotonin release. You really don't. You really just need to quiet your mind and focus inward. It's really that simple. My pitch for all of my yogis, or I'm also a health and wellness coach for my clients, is mindfulness, right? We say these things. We say, I want to quiet my mind. My head is racing. I want to get fit. I want to eat right. But at the end of the day, you actually probably already know what you need to do. We are naturally given that toolbox to say, I need to treat myself better, meaning I need to have more value in myself. I need to eat better foods. I need to drink more water. I need to eat less fatty foods. I need to drink less alcohol. I need to, get my heart rate up a little bit. It's all mindfulness. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. Your self-value, your self-worth. Be mindful of that. Would you rather feel bad after eating a bad meal, or would you find value in yourself and say, hey, I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. So when you start to be mindful of everything that you do daily, the healthy aspect part of it, the wellness and the health, it's all just a side effect. Be mindful first. Everything else will just slowly fall into place. I wanted to become a yoga instructor. I've been practicing yoga almost my entire life since I was a child. But I wanted to practice yoga because, leading up into my early 30s, yoga was more just a physical practice, a physical aspect. And I had a shift in my life where I had a child and I was going through a really bad divorce. So all of a sudden, it all started to click. And it really, truly helped me overcome all of my fears and doubts of starting a new life, transitioning to being a single mom. And I just want to share that success and that part of my journey to let people know it's really not that bad. It's really just focusing on you, finding that value again, and being authentic and just being you. It all kind of falls into place. If you have a body, you can practice yoga. From child age to your more seasoned age. The uniqueness about yoga is learning to listen to your body. Your yoga practice, that's why we call it a practice. We don't actually do yoga per se. We practice it through our lifespan. And your yoga in your teens may look like handstands, arm balances. Your yoga is like for me in my mid-40s, may be more slow moving, maybe just a lunge or just trying to stretch out my muscles, trying to stretch out my body and really reflect inward. So your yoga practice will follow you throughout your journey in life. So anybody that has a body can do yoga. I do a chair yoga class every once in a while. We'll do a workshop, and it's amazing just to see that benefit for anybody. And I'll go to different senior centers, and just a little bit of a movement, sitting in a chair and a slight twist or a slight reach for the toes, or just reaching as far as your body will allow. As a yoga instructor, we always do try to encourage, do what your body needs. Go as far as your body will allow today, because yesterday you may have been able to reach your toes. Today you might not be able to get there, and that's okay. Listen to your body, do what it needs today. Don't worry about tomorrow, don't worry about yesterday. Just be in the moment, and that's it. For anybody that is starting a yoga practice, there's a lot of intimidation, and we hear all the time, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. Well, nobody is flexible. You do yoga to become more flexible. We do a lot of comparison with other people, and you see a lot of videos of people doing yoga, and they're doing these crazy rubber band bendy poses, and that's what mentally we equate yoga with, but that's really not what it's about at all. It's all about that emotional, mental mindfulness. Slowing down your breathing. You're supposed to breathe in 3 to 6 seconds. A more seasoned person who's been meditating for a while can take a long, slow 6-second deep breath. Exhaling long, so 6-second exhale. And just that exhale alone, you can feel a release of tension in your body, right? And then that focused thinking, that directional thinking in meditation has actually been proven to slow down mental health for one, releasing the stress, releasing that anxiety, and also helping the brain to process, and it actually slows down the aging process of the brain. So all you have to do is just show up and do what your body needs. Don't be intimidated. Leave all of your fears and doubts at the door. You're a yoga instructor. If you have a seasoned yoga instructor, they'll be able to modify whatever they need to accommodate you. And nobody is paying attention to you in a class. Everybody, I like to say, when you step on your mat is your universe. Nobody's looking at the next person. Nobody's paying attention to you. And if you're paying attention to those other people, maybe you need to just take a second, quiet your mind, be mindful, and just focus on you, and that's it.